Thank you very much for joining me in this long overdue video as I introduce you to the newest character for our graveyard, my version of the Gravedigger. Now I know I've been very remiss in getting my videos out, and I hope to remedy that here now. As the book is out, it took me a lot more time than I expected, and so far it's been doing very well. In fact, so well that we're planning on doing another book. Already started it. But for now, let's get back to the prop build. This is my version, and this is how the project began. As I started to prototype it out, I was really happy with the way it had started, but was a little concerned and really didn't like the very rhythmic, straight up and back motion that it had. So as the build progresses, you'll see how as I adjust this a little bit to add a little bit more character to his movements. You'll see that that left foot gets raised up and change the orientation on his hips a little bit. Now, of course, I'm using a wiper motor here. In order to get enough motion to the prop, I had to use a longer swing arm here. So that's why I had to add the spacer in below the motor there, and so it would clear. And the wiper motor provides all the torque I need and worked out really good for this prop. Now, the blade of the shovel is just attached to the upright with a hinge there to allow it to pivot as it moves up and down, and that worked really well. So once I was kind of happy with the movement and the alignment, I started laying out the steel up against my prototype here, and was just using bolts to bolt it together where I could, to make sure it all aligned the way I liked it. And then as it progressed, I prepared it for welding. So just spacing everything out here, getting everything aligned. You'll notice I'm starting to adjust the hips a little bit to get a little bit more movement. Now, one thing I was not very pleased with, I wanted to shorten the length of the shovel handle so that the prop wouldn't be quite so big. So I cut it off, tapered it in, and it's attached right here to the spine with a zip tie to allow it a little bit of motion as that moves back and forth. Now, the hands had to be adjusted with a heat gun. And to minimize the amount of work that I needed to do, I went ahead and unscrewed them, re-drilled them 90 degrees off, and reattached them. And that allowed me to get the alignment proper and minimize the amount of work that I had to do with the heat gun twisting things around. So this is the prop as he's getting finished up. You can see that left foot is now raised up a little bit, and the hips have got a little bit of a cant to them. I really liked the way that the motion came out once I made those adjustments. It looked a lot more natural and didn't look so rhythmic, which I was very pleased with. Now, in order to get the foot to not bind, I did raise that heel up, and you can see that the upright there is in a slot to allow it to move up and down without binding, and so it allowed it to be nice and smooth. So ultimately, this guy is going to join Papa Voodoo, and he'll be talking. I don't have his audio track yet, but he will be conversing with Papa Voodoo eventually. The sculpting on this skull was done by Robert Risley. He just nailed it. I'm very pleased with how this came out. It was exactly how I described it to Robert, and he did a wonderful job, as always, getting this sculpted up. But like I said, he will be talking. I've already got the servo installed in his head. Just need to finalize an audio track and redo Papa Voodoo a little bit so that they can work together. But he's all ready to go when that track's ready. So now powering him, as I do have a 12-volt, 5-amp power supply. Want to make sure to always have at least 5 amps to power those wiper motors. And then to dial the speed down to where I wanted it, I'm using a little PWM controller that I got off of eBay, and that allows me to slow it down and get the speed down to where I like it. Now, of course, running that way, it's just going to run continuously, and I really don't like my props running continuously. I do like them to be triggered. I didn't want to add a microcontroller to this guy, but this is a little trick I use with a lot of my wiper motor props. Is I just use this little add-on PIR. This one actually is got a little piece of PVC hot glued onto the end, so I can aim that beam exactly where I want it, so it's not so wide. But this little PIR just wires in between the power supply and the wiper motor, and it allows you to have some form of timing, and it keeps that prop from running full time, which is what I really like. It reduces the wear and tear on the prop, and it also makes it look a lot better, I think, when they're triggered off. So he came out really nice. I really like that dip in his left side as he comes down and pushes that skeleton in, and he joined the rest of my crew in the graveyard this last year, and I'm really looking forward to him working together with Papa Voodoo in the coming years. So I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, please post them below, and I'll do what I can to help answer them. Until then, you have a happy Halloween. Keep on building.